Hello Pisces, my Spices friends. Welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. So Spices, I'm doing a shout out every reading this week for my inspiration for this week's topic, which is your wants and your needs. And I want to give a shout out to Jess Puckett, the Chaos Witch. She is so awesome. Go and check out a girl. Check her out if you're so inclined. She is just like a master at Vedic astrology, and she just goes so deep into the readings that she does, like particularly on archetypes and soul path journeys. It's just amazing. It's just amazing the information she goes. She's really good. She's so smart. I could just sit and listen to her for hours. My gosh, just I could like just touch her brain and like suck everything up like osmosis. It would be amazing. So that's my call out this week, is for Jess Puckett. All right, Spices. Oh yes, and there's an extended at the end of this, looking into the blind spot of this reading and further guidance, if you are so drawn to this reading, if it resonates for you. The first thing we're looking at here is your want. What is your want, Spices? The Empress, well, you're in the Moon. And the Knight of Cups, you just want it all. Oh, look at you, because the Moon is your card. It's like, yeah, I want the Empress and I want to be happy. Oh, good for you. Oh, and the stars at the bottom. It's like a wish, a dream here. Don't hold back now, Spices. Don't hold back. Okay, so now we're going to look at the need, and I'm going to clarify everything. Let's see how the need comes out. I'm finding the need. It's interesting. When I developed this, I was inspired by Jess. When I developed this, I really thought that what the universe would be telling people, even myself, I did it on myself a few times. Whenever I'm doing a new kind of reading, I'll try that. And I thought the want would be like what you want, and the universe would be saying, no, this is actually what you need in your life. You don't need what you want. Like, you know, because it's often you don't get what you want, you get what you need, right? But it's not. It's almost like the universe is saying, hey, yeah, we agree with you. You can have that want. But this is kind of probably what you need to do. This is what you need to do. So let's see how the need comes out for you. Spices. My spicy little fishies. Oh yeah, see? Fishies are me with spice. That doesn't come out right. Because yeah, anyways. The Knight of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. Wow, and the Strength card. Well, you just need to go. You need to freaking go for it. Like you own it. That's what oh, the Four of Cups. Oh, I love her. She's just it's a whole story. I love this deck. Oh my gosh. It's too much. You know what I love about this girl? I'm going to tell you what I love about this girl. This girl, this is my whole story about her. Okay, she is madly in love with someone. She's got, or it's at least the biggest damn crush she ever had. And she cannot get him to notice her. She has tried everything. She's tried everything. And, you know, and it's interesting because there's a puddle here and there's a book with flower petals. It's almost like she's tried reading poetry to this guy. She's tried offering like flowers, affections. She's tried everything, and it's like he doesn't even know she's there. So she's just come to this point where she's like, you know what, this is so ridiculous. He walks on these steps every day at 4 o'clock. I'm gonna lay on them, and I'm just gonna let. Can you see me yet? Can you see it? Can you see it yet? That's what I get. Whole story out of this. I think it's hilarious. I feel for the girl. It's like, oh, come on. I'm trying so hard for you to see me. Oh, that's an interesting message. Maybe they see you, but maybe they're not sure. I don't know. So let's see. What you want. Well, remember, the star is the underlining too. With the Empress here, what you want is like really a wish fulfillment. You want the real McCoy, you want the whole shebang. You want, this is like the star and the Empress. I've described the Empress before. Well, when I combine the Empress with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like, if you could write down and send a message, like a handwritten note to the universe about what your biggest dream of something is, what it would feel like to have it, what it would look like, what it would smell like, what it would sound like, how it would act, like everything. It's like the universe delivering that. It's like, really? With the star and the empress, like the universe delivering that. And there's you, your energy, the moon. Oh, it just puts you in your energy. You just like, it feels like it just sinks into you. You feel like you sink into it. It feels like somehow it completes your energy. Because then it's the Nine of Cups. So happy. So happy. I would be so happy with the Empress. So, but now be careful. Because the Nine of Cups, you need to be that on your own. You need to be that on your own first. Because it puts a lot of pressure on someone else if they think that they're the only thing that makes a person happy, right? Because it can't be that. So that's what you want. Well, that's pretty good. But you know what? The universe is telling you, you want this really big thing that it's pretty impressive to you. I mean, this is, yeah. So what you need to do is you need to own it. You need to own it. You need to go after this like the damn wonderful thing that you are. It's saying. Okay, the Knight of Cups, it's beautiful. Like, well, most of us know what the Knight of Cups is, but I'm going to get into that. But when I see the Nine of Pentacles in this Strength card here, you need to see yourself for who you are. Like, you need to see yourself for who you are and what you have to offer. Well, you also need to be single too, maybe, if you're not with the Pentacles, because that's what the need is. Maybe that's what that is. If this is well, it seems a little romantic. So you guys have been really romantic lately. With the the Knight of Cups, the Empress, the Four, you can play it either way, really. You need to at least be independent. You need to be self-sufficient and independent. The universe is saying here, we need to get this in line. You need to get this in line, and you have the strength to do it. You do. So show the strength, step up, be proud of yourself, proud of who you are and what you've accomplished. You deserve what you want. With the Nine of Cups too, it's it's being romantic. It's going forward in life. Going forward, it doesn't mean that you have to walk up to a person or whatever. Like if this is a person, it doesn't mean you have to walk up and you have, see, because it's not working, to walk up with a piece of poetry and be like all like really over the top, like romantic. It's just like moving forward. Moving forward like I am love, I feel love, I express love. Helping your energy to move forward. I am love, I feel love, I express love. I am intuitive, I feel intuition, I express intuition. Express intuitively, right? With all this cup energy. Because the Nine of Pentacles is dang hot. It is a dang hot energy. This is just like, this is a trophy too. It's sometimes the Nine of Pentacles is depicted, and tarot readers will often say it. It can be like someone who's a bit like a trophy. So see yourself for that too. But don't get too carried away. You gotta be careful, right? Like you really boost yourself up, and then you're just like a big egomaniac. You can't do that either. That's where the strength comes in too. Maybe that's part of it. You have to, don't let the ego get out of control, but, feed your ego enough to let yourself know that you are worthy of what it is that you really want here. So let's clarify. Oh, you're going to get an incantation at the end, too, for my Witch's Oracle to give you strength, fortitude. Oh, I don't know what to clarify. You know what I want to clarify? I want to clarify your Four of Cups. I want to know what's going on here. I feel for you. Just like laying on those steps thinking, my God, notice me. It's almost like the point thinking like, you know what, I'm just going to dress up like a clown one day and just walk right past in front. Well, you going to notice me? The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. Ooh. Wow, there's some energy that wants to change in that. The Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this Four of Cups needs truth. Needs truth and clarity. Needs some new passion. This person feels very passionate. I think you feel very passionate here. I think you feel very passionate. Laying it down, like laying it on, laying it all out. Although you don't have to do that. Well, lay a little bit of it out. A little bit of it out. interesting. Pisces. So yeah, lately you guys have been pretty hot and fiery. You've been pretty hot and fiery. Your watery self is all boily and steamy. Because the Four of Cups here is the Knight of Wands with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. But that's not what's coming in as the need or advice. The need here is you to be the Knight of Cups. Maybe not the Knight of Wands. Right? Maybe that's why this is a Four of Cups. Maybe this person is thinking, whoever you're dealing with, Pisces isn't really serious. They're just, you know, they're being a bit of a player. That's all they're really interested in. Maybe though, maybe if that's what you're putting out there, maybe it's because you're not sure that this person would take it, that they would value what you really have to offer. Maybe it's kind of, yeah, because you've been so spicy lately. And that's what's sitting here with the Four of Cups, which is this disappointment. The offer's not being seen, it's not being noticed. It's because you're not really putting your real offer out. You're not really putting your real offer out. You're masking it with something else. Because, you know, the need here is the Knight of Cups. Don't mask yourself. Why would you? Like, I'm just getting like you're a catch. You're a catch. Why would you mask that? You need to be out in the open about who and what you are, because there's no need to mask who you are. That's actually detrimental to your success, because that's your strength. That's your strength. So, yeah. All right, then. Okay, the Knight of Cups. What makes you happy here? The Knight of Cups. Your Knight of Cups, what makes it happy, is the Knight of Cups. It makes you happy to express this. You want to. Well, then do it. Do it. Okay, do you want me to ask what happened if you do it? That's what I have to do it. What'll happen if Pisces expresses? What will happen if Pisces goes into the night? The Knight of, well, look it. I'm getting the High Priestess and the Empress on the split. The High Priestess is resting. The Priestess is resting. So maybe you're the High Priestess. I usually see the High Priestess is Scorpio or Pisces energy. You're resting. The Knight of Cups. What can Pisces expect if they move forward in life as the Knight of Cups? That's an awful lot of cards. That's a lot of cards. Wow, you're going to get some love. I tell you that. Oh, these just came out in a big mess. So the order, I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing. Okay, because so you got Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Justice card, the Four of Swords, and the Two of Swords. Okay, so because the Four of Swords was part of that interesting little split there. Oh, what is this? What is this over here? Oh, why is this just sitting here? It's the Queen of Wands is sitting there. That's interesting. Okay, we'll get into that in a minute. So yeah, the Four of Swords. I feel like you're in a period of resting and healing. I think during the resting and healing, perhaps you've been keeping an eye open on things, whether it's this person that I think that you're interested in someone here, or you're just, you know, learning about new things in life right now too. The Seven of Pentacles and the Justice card, you're working, part of your learning and your healing is working on a new approach, on what it is that you feel have emotions towards. You want like balance in this. You want there to be balance and harmony with the Justice card. You want things to play out properly. You want energy, almost like karmic cycles somehow, to feel balanced in it. Well, that's what's going to happen. So what I'm getting here, because I asked, well, what will happen if you move forward as the Knight of Cups? You know, you'll be reassessing. Yeah, I think you're moving out of this healing process and moving towards, well, the Lovers with the Justice card. So there'll be balance. You'll get to express your spicy side. Yeah. And then the Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's interesting. I was just like sitting, okay, it was sitting on this side and it was sitting just face down, like right there on the table. Actually sitting right above you. And you're right above your Moon card. It's just sitting there. So that is a very sexy energy. It is very sexy. It's interesting that it's sitting above your Moon card. I feel like too that this energy of this person, whatever it is, it makes you feel sexy. That's why the Queen of Wands energy is sitting above the Moon card. It makes you feel sexy. You feel like really, because you guys have been some spiciness lately. You've been really spicy. Okay, the Strength. Let's clarify that. I think it's telling you like you have it. You got this. So, but the Strength card for Spices. The Strength card for Spices. Oh, jeez, God. That's too much, but well, let's see. Oh, you've been working on this. Have you been working on this? Okay, this part is interesting. So the Moon, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Page of Wands. It's kind of like you are really, I don't know, maybe you've been working on like an intuitive connection too. You've been working on an intuitive connection. It feels like it's got you feeling defensive somehow, or you're feeling defended. You're feeling maybe blocked and it's getting exhausting. But part of you wants to start again with the Page of Wands. Part of you wants to kind of start again. But you haven't released a burden. Because usually after the Nine of Wands, you would hit the Ten of Wands to release whatever the burden is. Like you're not going to release the burden. You're not ready to release the burden. This is coming out for the Strength card. Maybe, you got to release the burden at some point. But that's okay. You can start again. You can start again. But it is kind of like a little warning. Like, maybe you need to release the burden here at some point. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Fool. This is the Strength card. It feels like there's a very nurturing energy that's being masked by like this King of Swords. So you're kind of masking who you are, right? Like, I think I said that somewhere here. Yeah, why mask yourself? That's not your strength. Because your strength is who you are. But that's also how you find the right person for you. Because if you put on some sort of a mask that you think somebody wants to see, or you think, because if there's someone you really, really like, you're really, really interested in, and you put on a mask, and I think that's what this person wants, that's what this person would find interesting, or to get their attention, you can only wear a mask for so long. And at some point the mask has to come off, and then the connection doesn't work because, well, you really weren't meant for each other. But the best way to really discover that, like up front and in your face, and to know for sure without investing a whole lot of time and effort, is to take the masks off. Take the masks off and look at each other for who you are. Oh, what is this? Oh, see, the Strength card was sitting in there. I didn't see that. Yeah. And then take the leap of faith. You got to remove the mask to take a leap of faith. I'm just getting this message that you are very nurturing and loving. You're a very nurturing and loving person. But you're putting this King of Swords here. Maybe part of that is protecting too. But take the leap of faith to take it off. Because you're not going to discover what the truth is until you do. The Chariot's at the bottom. I'm going to give you an incantation. I think you guys could use an incantation to really give you some power here. And and too, the mask isn't necessarily even just what you think a person might want to see or is attracted to. But even what you've been kind of taught is attractive or what you should be. Think about who you really are and just express that. And then you will pull to you and you will draw to you birds of a feather. Bosom buddies. Kind of energy. What was, oh, the Phoenix. It was in the split. The Phoenix. See, you're about to rise from the ashes. If you're coming out of the ashes, if you are rising from the ashes, you need to be you, baby. Where do we go here? Phoenix. Let me get a sip first. The Phoenix is a mystical and magical creature with an extremely long lifespan. In Greek mythology, the Phoenix is oh God, I always have trouble with this word when I look at it. If I don't look at it, I don't have trouble saying it. Cyclical. See, there we go. Cyclically. Oh gosh, that's why they put a Y at the end. Okay, sorry. In Greek mythology, the Phoenix is cyclically regenerated or reborn. Associated with the sun, a phoenix obtains new life by arising from the ashes of its predecessor. It's a symbol of immortality and resurrection and reminds us that the end is only the beginning. In ancient Egypt, the phoenix was also a symbol and metaphor for the setting and rising sun. The sun disappears beneath the western horizon in a ball of flames when its daily journey is complete so that it may be reborn anew in the east the following morning by way of a new ball of fire. Okay, yeah. Meaning, when you draw this card, oh, you know what? Okay, I gotta stop because that is so symbolic of you. That is so symbolic of you. Because I did some, when I was on vacation, a little bit of ancient Egyptian studying here. Because one of the reasons was I found the moon card in one of my other decks so fascinating. It had Anubis on either side of the gates here. And that's the whole story too, because there was a scarab beetle here, which it was the whole story of when the moon comes up, is the sun goes into the underworld and is protected until, so you guys are all part, like, it's really interesting how that, yeah, connects to the moon and the sun there, right? Like, you going into your unknown is finding your wish fulfillment. Ha 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 ha, yeah. Because being so intuitive, Pisces, you're less likely to be going towards an unknown than most people, than most other zodiac signs. Because you have a very high intuition about things. So you tend to be able to guide yourself through life fairly well. But when you are really confronted by the unknown, because it's going to happen to all of us regardless of our zodiac signs, at any point, the universe, spirit realm can block you from, can block us from seeing things. So if you are really sitting in an unknown here, you're being asked to have some faith. When you draw this card, the Phoenix stands as a metaphor for being reborn. This can either manifest in picking yourself up when you are down and making the changes that need to be made, or shaking off those shackles that have been holding you back. The Phoenix is letting you know that no matter how difficult things may be right now, you will soon be reborn and start anew. So the incantation, I'm going to say it once, but I recommend saying it 3 times to really empower yourself. I will rise from the ashes, refreshed and renewed. The scars left behind can no longer be viewed. I am fit, I am strong, and on top of my game. All is well in my world, and my world I reclaim. It's one of my favorite ones. Like, oh, gets all my Aries energy, get fired up, right? You look at this card, whether you're a man or a woman, okay, look at yourself in the mirror and like, yeah, I am it. Say that incantation to yourself. That's it. That's good. All right. Yeah. So if you're so inclined, I'm going to look in the blind spot of this, which should be interesting, in the extended, which you can find at the top of the description if you are so inclined. Otherwise, I know some of you guys got crabby about that last week. I found that both Pisces and Aquarius, just putting this out there, Pisces and Aquarius are the most beautiful souls. When you guys are not happy about something, you're really like grumpy. Really grumpy. I was one, I don't know, I can't remember who was in the comments last week. There was somebody going on and on telling everybody, don't go to the extended, it's a waste of money. It's like, I'm just telling you to do if you want to, if you're called to do it. This person is telling you right out not to do it. And I'm thinking, you know what? As a Piscean, that's not very nice. As an Aquarian, that wouldn't be very nice. Because you gotta let people make their own decisions. I put it there, and it's up to you. I'm gonna say, if it makes you angry, why? Kind of figure out, why is that triggering you? I just spent, I don't know how long this video is. 20-25 minutes of my time to give you this love. So you don't have to get mad at me because I'm doing an extended. That's what I'm saying. Anyways, there you go, Pisces. That's it. Until next week. Be gentle with yourself and me in the comments. Bye.